Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ruwac Quick Tips. Today we'll be reviewing the Powerhouse Bagger. Give you a couple tips and tricks on how to utilize this machine. When you first get your machine, we're going to want to do a quick review to make sure there's no damage during shipping, no chips in the fiberglass. Make sure all your pieces and components are here. While we're doing that, we're going to do a visual inspection to make sure that our screws are tight. Give the filter a shake daily before you turn the machine on. Give the motor a quick check just to make sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be. Just a quick visual. Next, I'm just going to do a visual inspection of the turbines. Make sure that your shroud is on. Make sure you don't have any debris clogging the hole so it can function properly. These things do spin at a very, very high revolution, so any contaminants that's inside of it could potentially come out. So now I'm going to install a Longo Bag onto this machine. Grab my bag, slide it up over the top. And this just clicks right in. Lift it in and rotate. Now it's locked. We'll pull up the interior of the bag up onto the cone. This is going to come with your machine, just a little strap with a buckle. Put the buckle on, close it down onto itself. Literally all that's doing is holding the bag on for you. Now we'll grab the bottom side of the bag. Slide it up and over. Grab yourself a zip tie. This is going to make the bottom of your bag. Make sure you install this real tight. Tight as it will go. All right. Now once you've started cleaning and you're using your machine, you shut down your machine, your bag gets full. Pull your bag down, give yourself a little access. Grab another zip tie. Close it off. Grab yourself a third zip tie and put it right above that one. This is going to make the bottom of the new bag. Grab a pair of scissors or a utility knife and go ahead and cut right here in between your two zip ties and you're ready to go. You've got a new bag started right there. Next, I'm just going to do a visual inspection on the motor. We're going to check the oil. To properly check the oil on this machine, says it right on the, for correct oil level, do not turn on the threads. So we're just going to put it in there, pull it back out. Make sure she's got the proper oil. Make sure you tighten that back up. We don't want any messes. Make sure there's no oil leaking anywhere around the bottom of the motor. Make sure your battery is connected, your keys installed. This is your air intake. It uses the motor to cool itself down, so make sure there's no debris located in here so the motor can breathe properly. Here's your air filter. We're just going to do a visual on the air filter. You can check it this way. If it's dirty and it needs to be changed, we recommend to pull off your muffler guard. This is your emissions control module. It's got an LED light built right into it. This is going to tell you the status of your emissions on this machine. There's a couple of different things. The light could stay solid. That's telling you got a cold O2 sensor. The light could flash. That means your machine's not running properly and you want to shut it down. Check your oxygen sensor, check your air filter. Something's working improperly. You can always contact the manufacturer, us, and we can troubleshoot it with you. I'm going to go over a startup procedure. First thing I want you guys to do is make sure you verify that you have a vapor propane, not a liquid propane. The machine's not going to run properly if it doesn't have the right material. Grab your hose. Make sure you have a propane glove on and safety glasses. Turn the propane on, pressurize the line. And I'm going to turn the key on and this red LED is going to go solid and then it's going to turn off. Once it turns off, we can crank the motor. Now the motor's not going to start on the first try. It needs to build oil pressure, so give it a couple of cranks, 10 to 15 seconds on the first try. Set your throttle to fast. All right, here I'm going to be removing the lid. This is more for transport reasons. If your box truck has a small opening, we'd rather you take this lid off than take the filter assembly off. So for the lid is just the two top clamps. It's going to be this one and the matcher on the other side. And this hood comes right up and off of here. Now you can transport the machine like that. That's not a problem. And put it back on. Very easily just slide it back into position. Your clamp should already be set to tension. There's one on this side as well. There's no need for us to take off these front and rear clamps for the filter to just remove the lid. Put my hose back on, retighten the clamp. All right, I'm gonna do a filter change on the Powerhouse bagger. Just remove that clamp, set it aside, take this lid off. There's one clamp for the lid on each side. Just place that to the side for now. Filter clamp, one on each side. All right, now your pleats are back in. This is the most important part here is we want to make sure that this metal band that's inside this filter sits on that little groove there. That's going to be an alignment groove. Realign these, the one goes in each pleat. Drop it down over the top. Now making sure that my filter is installed all the way around nice and even.